Hello everyone and welcome back to Spicy Veg Life. Today I'm going to give you a quick, fast, easy vegan breakfast recipe that you can make and it will still be spicy too, as well as, like I said, short and healthy, easy to make. So the first thing that we're going to make is a vegan omelet. And after that, I'm also going to make a vegan protein shake with that. And don't worry, the omelet will be spicy. All right, stay tuned. All right, so what we're gonna have in the omelet is I have an onion, a yellow bell pepper, some jalapenos. You could also add some mushrooms. I did the last time I made it, but I'm not adding any today. And I have some spinach. So we don't need to cut the spinach, but we're gonna cut up the onions and these two things, and then we'll add some oil to the pan. So let's cut up these veggies. Alright, so now that we're done cutting up the veggies, I'm going to heat up the stove to medium heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. I only have a little left in here, but you don't need a whole lot. Alright, so we're going to let that get warmed up. While it's cooking, after we add the just egg, which I will show you in a moment, we're gonna have some black pepper and some salt. And we're making the omelet with just egg. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the veggies, fry them for a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the just egg. But while the veggies are frying, I'm actually gonna go make the protein shake. And I'll show you guys that. So let's let this get warmed up first. All right, so I think it's hot enough. So let's roll that oil and add in these veggies. And I like my veggies crispy, so I want the onions to kind of get a little brown before I add in the just egg. So we're gonna let this do its thing. And we're gonna move on to the shake. All right, so when making my shake, we're gonna use some oats, this Orgain, the chocolate peanut butter flavor, because this right here is my favorite flavor from them. So good. We have some extra creamy oat milk, some water, and guys, don't worry, this is being recycled. You can use a Brita filter as well. And I freeze my bananas, so I have some frozen bananas in here. So this is my little cup. So I have a half a cup because we're going to put half a cup of water and a whole cup of milk. You can use only milk, you can use only water, whatever you prefer. So I like to put my frozen bananas in here. That way you don't need ice, so it isn't getting watery. The oats, I literally just take a handful and pour it in. And sometimes a little extra. We're going to do a little extra today. Then with the Orgain, there's a little scooper inside. And I need to buy some more. I'm almost out. But we do 2 scoops. That. Then let's get the water. I was drinking some of it, so some of it's gone. So half a cup. And guys, let's stay hydrated. I'm so bad at drinking water. It's so bad. But I've been trying, so I'm going to take a couple sips of that. And we're going to pour in 2 half cups, so a full cup of the milk. Alright, then we're going to put the top on this. And I'm just going to blend this up. Alright, so that's done. We're going to leave that there for right now because I have the top for it right here. We're going to get back to the omelet. Alright guys, so we want to make sure that the spinach is all welded together and little shriveled up. And like I said, I like my veggies brown, so the onions and the peppers and everything are brown. Even though I guess technically peppers are a fruit. Anyway, that's a discussion for a different day. So I'm going to try to get this to an even layer. And here is the just egg. We're going to shake that. And we're going to pour it in a circle. You want to make sure it gets all around to the edges and in the middle. I'm actually going to pour a tiny bit on the side. Alright. So it should look like this. You want to make sure there aren't any veggies sticking out on the side. Like I'm going to have to push that onion down. And we're just going to let it bubble itself up. So I'm going to push this. And for this, I actually am going to get a spatula because it'll be easier to come under. If you have a rubber spatula, that'll work better. You want to come under. We're going to flip it. But we can't forget the most important part. Vegan cheese. So this is when I add my spices and the cheese in. So while that's bubbling, we add a little salt. I have some black pepper. Now I'm gonna wait a second for the vegan cheese because I get this type of spatula, the long one, and what I'm gonna do in the meantime is come around the edges. See how the texture is. It's a little bit watery in the middle and it's bubbling, but that's good. What we're gonna do is lift and kind of pull some of it over so that that gets a chance to go to the edge. and become hard as well. So I'm gonna get that under here. So we need it cooked all the way through. Guys, also I like my omelet browned as well, so it's gonna be crispy. If you don't like it that way and you like it more runny, then you would just flip it like that. And of course you can make scrambled eggs with this as well. You'll be able to tell when you can flip it because it'll start to get harder. Now it's time for the cheese. And we're going to try to flip one of the sides over. Alright, so it does get messy when you do that. And we're going to try to flip it one more time over to the other side. Might not cooperate, guys. It did. So then it'll look like this. And if some of it's spilling out, that's okay. We have a monster omelet and it's gonna taste so good. If it helps, try to flatten it out a little so I'll get all the extra stuff trying to come out and cook. Alright guys, so this is now done. And we're gonna move it to a plate. Alright guys, so here is our omelet. Let's try to nicely slide this beauty off of here. Alrighty. While eating this, I also love to add a little hot sauce, so I add that as I'm eating it, so there will be some hot sauce in there. And we got the shape ready to go. And there is your easy, simple, healthy vegan breakfast. I'll see you next time on Spicy Veg Life.